Hello and welcome to another Wackimus HD figure reviews, guys. I'm your host, Chill Wackimus Prime, and today we're jumping right into the review and taking a look at Fans Project's recent release of the Crossfire Stunticons, at least the 4 cars from the set. And we're going to start off with Stunticon team member here, Car Crash. Car Crash is designed after real-world car, the Lamborghini Reventon, a beautiful car to say the least. It's a suiting update from his character's original Lamborghini, the Lamborghini Countach, and captures the car's likeness rather well, while the paint job still remains to be true to the character's likeness. Crash here rolls very good, although there is some visible head syndrome present underneath the car. The overall look of the car, though, in the end is actually quite exquisite. And I think it hits on all the key points I really had to in this mode. In robot mode, though, Car Crash is just as nice, paying particular homage to his G1 counterpart, which was Breakdown, in paint and in the molded features of this guy. He comes with an accessory which is a 2-piece blaster that can be assembled, and it forms almost a shotgun-style gun. I kinda like this. This plugs into his hand using a standard 5mm peg system, and it allows for an abundance of action-posing possibilities with Car Crash here. It should be noted that all 4 of these figures actually come with great articulation, which lend these guys to be enjoyed as standalone figures, even if you can only get one of them. Which brings us to the second member of the Stunticons. This is T-Bone. T-Bone is modeled after a Lamborghini concept car, the Lamborghini Inconian. It's an interesting choice, one with some radical design choices that evoke apparently a stealthy look. And although I gotta say I'm sad to see Wild Rider ditch his Ferrari mode for a Lambo, it does do a good representation of the Inconian. T-Bone also suffers from some visible head syndrome underneath this car, but does a bit of a better job hiding it, I think, than Car Crash did. Again, the paint scheme is what really is key to make this feel like the G1 Wild Rider we all know and love. The same is true as we take a look at the robot mode. A robot mode that actually shares the same internal structure and transformation as Car Crash. A 2-piece blaster is also included with T-Bone here, which is assembled and can plug into his hands via the 5mm peg system that we previously saw with Car Crash. T-Bone is not a bad figure by any means, but doesn't stand out to me as much as the other figures do. Some gap issues in the vehicle mode and a shared design with Car Crash actually make him stand out, but is the weaker, unfortunately, of the group for me. Moving right along and keeping on track, we need a little downforce to keep us in grip with the third member of the team. This is Downforce. Downforce is modeled after a Caparo T1, a fitting choice as it's one of the only street-legal Formula 1 cars in existence that's in production today. And he's the only member to actually get a clear plastic windshield out of the team. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like fellow members, Downforce's car is well detailed and colored appropriately, and underneath the car is actually relatively tidy, but a little off-putting when you realize how skinny the rear wheels are. Despite that fact, his wheels are not hindered by that luckily, so it doesn't affect his rolling. Downforce, though, needed to live up to a high standard for me, since Drake Strip was always one of my favorite Stunticons. I feel I wasn't disappointed with this. Downforce also comes with his own blaster that can be assembled, however, this time it feels just a little small in my opinion. I think he could have benefited from something just a tad bit bigger. Downforce has a lot of unique design choices in his robot mode though, and at times even having a feminine curvature to his design. Despite that, I still like it and doesn't feel out of character in the least to me. The transparent window on him sadly has been known to be an issue for a lot, as you can see on mine, for cracking, a serious overlooked flaw that is disappointing and unfortunate for Downforce. That brings us to the character I was truly most impressed with out of this set. This is the 4th member, Last Chance. He's based off my favorite car ever, a modified Ferrari Enzo, the Ferrari FXX. This alt mode is a thing of beauty to say the least. It accurately portrays the FXX while having an impressively solid transformation. It's a design of beauty as well, with little to no junk on the underside of the car, which is really impressive. The colors are appropriately dead-end in color and work surprisingly well on the FXX model, I have to say. Something I wasn't expecting. Believe it or not, you would have thought I would have loved this figure from the very beginning, but that wasn't the case. I actually went into this wanting to hate the robot. From all the pictures that I saw, it really wasn't my style. But Last Chance won me over, like a fighter and a champ. Last Chance comes with a small blaster as well, like Downforce's, but this time it's kind of designed more like a proper pistol in my opinion, and I actually really like it. Overall, the only thing I could really knock Last Chance for is some derpy looking feet. Yet, in the end, they have some amazing articulation that I never expected. So, my complaint seems almost redundant at that point. So really, I guess I can't complain. These 4 characters are a great update of the classic Stunticon characters that we all know and love, with a modern flair. Each one of these figures is full of loads of personality in my opinion. But we're not done talking about these guys just yet though, since we do have one more member of the Stunticons, or as Fans Project calls them, the Motor Squad, to review. So guys, I ask you to join me next time as we continue our look with the member known simply as Diesel, the leader of the Motor Squad. This has been Wackimus Prime, hoping you've enjoyed this review. We'll see you all next time.